What up, YouTube? Brokefarmer back for another video on this beautiful day, y'all. And here is why tomato cages suck. First off, tomato cages suck in general because they just don't work. That is something that I don't know who came up with the name of a tomato cage, but it just don't fit the purpose that I think they were designed for. First off, it's hard to get to the fruit. If you got tomatoes growing in this cage, and let's say it's really starting to, put out branches and everything, and you trying to get in there to get fruit, and it's already filled up with foliage, it just don't work. It just don't work. You end up having tomatoes that squish against the edges of these as they grow up in there, all on these edges. It's just a horrible design in general for growing tomatoes. Second of all, look how wide it is. Now, if you prune your tomatoes and it's growing up in this tomato cage, it's just gonna keep falling over. You're gonna come out here and you're gonna see tomatoes falling all over in this cage. It wasn't designed. Also, it causes a lot of airflow issues because once the foliage on your tomatoes get real wide, there's no air going in there. And then it causes disease and pests and all this other stuff to happen. It takes up a lot of space. I mean, once you put this in your bed, it's hard for you to plant anything else around it. Yeah. So I've heard and seen other people with way better ideas. Asia over at Yellow Door Urban Homestead, she's doing the Florida weed. That works well. But something that I'm doing, come on, I'm gonna show you what I got going on. All right, this is just what I'm doing. Is all kind of more effective ways that work. But this is a hard plastic stake, and this one is 6 foot. I can drive it in the ground, maybe 1.5 foot, almost 2 feet. I got 4 feet of space for my tomatoes to grow. It allows me to prune how I want, easy access to the plant, easy access to the fruit. It just works so much better. I got these in a raised bed. They're already starting to flower. So they're okay with this method. The other thing I did to keep it secure is I got this Velcro, and you just cut off a little pieces of it, put it around it, and just keep going all the way up your stake. To me, that is definitely the easiest way to do it. At the end of the season, I just pull this up, and it takes up little to no space. It gives me all this room around the tomato plant to plant anything else I want. It works for me, y'all. All right, with this tomato cage, I don't even have tomatoes in here. I have dark gray peas. First off, beautiful flower. Let's don't ignore the beautiful flower on that pea. But as you can see, this is a 10-gallon grow bag. This tomato cage takes up all the room in here. It's hard to plant anything else. Let me pick that up, y'all, while we're here. I don't want to miss that. Going on here. But it takes up a lot of space. It don't give you that much room to plant anything else, y'all. Tomato cages, you just suck in general. All right. This is my 6 foot tomato stake, and I got these in a 50-gallon, I think it's a 50-gallon grow bag. I can push this all the way to the bottom, and it works out a whole lot better, y'all. Then what it also gives me is more space if I wanted to add something else. I have all this space that's not being taken up by that silly tomato cage. Look at that. Matter of fact, I even got a little watermelon plant growing in there. It works for all situations. All right, this is just a conventional container, and all the depth of this container, I have my tomato stake. It's in there solid. It's not going nowhere. And if it did, I just push it back down. But same concept on this one. I got those Velcro attachments. They're super cheap, y'all. I think you get a whole roll for $6. You cut out small pieces of it. Come on all the way out there, Lee. Cut out little pieces of it and take it all the way up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna need to do that one. After a while. And guess what, y'all? Without tomato cages, you can get tomatoes. Facts. Matter of fact, all around my bed, I'm using this concept. Now, where you see tomato cages at, it's for everything but tomatoes. What I want to do is trellis these Minnesota midget melons up this tomato cage. And don't get me wrong, I'm using tomato cages in certain places, but what I'm not using them for is tomatoes. This is a tiger melon, the tiger melon plants, and I'm gonna let them trellis up here and just pull the fruit off it. But no tomatoes nowhere in this bed. Ooh, let's get a quick shot of that onion since we right there. I don't know, that is a big onion, big leek, big onion, whatever it is, I don't know. I think I'm in love with these steaks now. They should last for a while. It's hard plastic. I think they're gonna last, y'all. All right, we talked about tomato cages, but let's just enjoy the beauty of these tomatoes right now. The base, thick, pretty leaves. Pretty leaves. A lot of them starting to flower already. That's a big one. Oh, peas. I know this about tomatoes, but it's my little garden snack, y'all. Little blue cream cherry tomato. Pretty, pretty. Lemon blush. And these big boys here. Oh, she big. This is a Roma tomato. Oh, that's pretty. And this here is another lemon blush. It's about 2 feet now. Yeah, that's a pretty one. I think this is the biggest here. But this is a sun gold cherry tomato. And if these birds shut up, I can finish telling you about it. Sun gold, all these are huge. Look here, y'all. When it comes to growing tomatoes, find what works for you. But I can tell you now, tomato cages don't work. So if you make tomato cages for a living, start looking for another job. Because through the power of the internet, we're gonna stop buying these tomato cages.